Hello and welcome to a new edition of Rising Borno, where we keep you up to speed with the transformation and developmental strides in Borno State under the leadership of Governor Babagana Umara Zulum. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala. Let's begin.
The governor commissioned the High Islamic College and Gubbio local governments. The 48 classrooms comprising administrative offices, library, sport facilities is designed to offer curriculums that integrate Western education and Sangaya education. The governor noted that it will ensure that students are rooted in Islamic knowledge, equipped and qualified to pursue higher education. He also commissioned the Gubbio 2 Junior Day Secondary School.
November 2025. In our collective efforts to integrate, mainstream, and expand access to quality education across Borno State, the commissioning of this higher Islamic college in Gubbio underscores our firm commitment to building an inclusive education system that responds to the spiritual, intellectual, and socio-economic needs of our people. From the onset of this administration, we identified the Sangha education system as a critical pillar for recovery and sustainable development, particularly in communities affected by years of insurgency. Our focus has been on revitalizing the system by preserving its rich tradition of Islamic scholarship, while introducing modern subjects and vocational skills. We recognize the historic role of Sangha education in shaping moral values, discipline, and learning within our communities, while also equipping learners with essential skills in literacy, numeracy, science, technology, foundational English, and vocational training to enable them to function effectively and competitively in today's society. These institutions therefore stand as a symbol of renewal and progress, reflecting our resolve to restore dignity, purpose, and opportunity through education. Through institutions operating under the National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies NBIS curriculum, Sangha learners are now receiving a balanced education that integrates Islamic studies with modern knowledge. These reforms have created clear paths for graduates to obtain O-level equivalent certification, and where they so desire progress to higher institutions of learning to further develop their potentials. In furtherance of this objective, the Borno State Arabic and Sangha Education Board was established to coordinate reforms in Islamic and Arabic education across the state. Through the framework, we set a clear goal to establish at least one high Islamic college in each of the 27 local government areas. I'm pleased to report that 20 colleges have been completed, or at various stages of completion, while contracts for the remaining 7 have been awarded. The commissioning of the High Islamic College Gubbio is a clear demonstration of our determination and commitment to fulfill this pledge. To strengthen the capacity of our High Islamic College, we have directed the Arabic and Sangha Education Board to recruit 610 qualified teachers with an average of 30 teachers per college to address manpower gaps and reinforce the effective administration of the MBI's curriculum in the state. This intervention will ensure quality teaching, improve learning outcomes, and long-term sustainability of these institutions. In line with our commitment to reducing the number of out-of-school children, These initiatives have already recorded significant progress by bringing thousands of learners into a structured, supportive, and regulated education system. I urge all qualified youths and learners within Gubio and its environs to take full advantage of this institution by enrolling in large numbers and benefiting from the opportunities it offers. I also call on the community and the local government administration to take collective responsibility for protecting and maintaining this facility in view of the substantial investment to establish it. Let me conclude by expressing my appreciation for the warm reception accorded to us by the people of Gubio, and by thanking all those who have honored this occasion with their presence. In particular, I want to mention and single out His Eminence, the Shehu of Borno, for his being present here. His presence here has added value to our commissioning today. May Almighty Allah grant him good health and reward him for all the good things that he has been doing in Borno State. Let me use this opportunity to especially thank the very hard-working Commissioner for Education. Commissioner has been doing very well, and at the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the government and people of the Borno State, I want to convey my deepest appreciation to you. I want you to sustain what you are doing, and inshallah posterity will judge you positively. This is a question to commend the Commissioner for Works and Housing for all the support that has been rendered to the good people of Gubio. In particular, he cares for this particular time. Not even Gubio, he also has been supporting also the people of other adjoining local government areas. I want to thank you. And for the members of the National Assembly, distinguished Senator Namjo Momono, we thank you. And for the member House of Representatives, for all the good projects that they have been doing. I also want to thank Honorable Kubo Meruma for all the good works that they have been doing. Inshallah, we shall soon complete the rehabilitation of Government Secondary School Gubio. We shall rehabilitate the Vocational Training Center. But most importantly, I'm here today in Gubio for two things. One is to commission the project, and two is to have interdays with the security organizations in the state, in the local government, including volunteer forces with a view to addressing security challenges in the local government area. Inshallah, we shall deal with these criminals. Let me specifically thank His Royal Highness. I have the Commissioner saying that His Royal Highness has attended only the commissioning of Gubio. I don't know why he came here. Maybe Gubio is close to Magumeri. But Your Royal Highness, I think you need to go to Mafa. With due respect. Mafa is also your town. I think it's not good for me to say, oh, the Mafa is your town, because the senior office is in Mafa. So we are looking forward to receiving you guys.
It's with deep gratitude and a strong sense of responsibility that I stand before you today for the commissioning of the Higher Islamic College Gubio, as well as 3 blocks of 9 classrooms at the Gubio 2 Junior Day Secondary School. These are projects that were executed by the administration of His Excellency Governor Babagana Umara Zulum through the Ministry of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation. This facility, Your Excellency, to be commissioned, which has been commissioned, is a 48 classroom mega school, now designated as Higher Islamic College Gubbio. It is designed to mainstream Sangaya learners, school dropouts, overgrown children into formal education. The curriculum to be administered was developed by the National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies, integrating Islamic studies with Western education to provide learners with balanced and relevant knowledge. In addition, Your Excellency, you will shortly commission 3 blocks of 9 classrooms at the Gubbio 2 Junior Day Secondary School, constructed by the Borno State government through the World Bank-supported Agile program. These classes are intended to provide safe spaces and inclusive learning spaces, with particular focus on improving access for adolescent girls. During your tour, Your Excellency is also expected to inspect the complete rehabilitation of the government secondary school Gubbio, executed through the Borno State Education Trust Fund. Your Excellency, Your Royal Highness, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the delivery of major education infrastructure projects across the state includes 104 mega schools currently delivered, the rehabilitation and remodeling of 1,087 classrooms, extensive works on 40 additional schools, and the restoration of 30 flood-affected schools alongside several suburb-led classroom projects, and has yielded measurable results. These efforts have reduced our number of out-of-school children from 2.2 million in 2019 to less than 800,000 today. Today we have 1,080,473 learners enrolled in 812 public primary schools and 129 public secondary schools. When you combine our enrollment in private schools, Borno State today has a total of 1,418,279 learners as at December of 2025. And these numbers will go on up when we commission our 21 schools of this nature awaiting commissioning. This clearly shows the unwavering commitment and the stewardship of our Professor Governor. At this juncture, Your Excellency, permit me to specially thank His Royal Highness for gracing this occasion. Gubbio Higher Islamic School is a blessed higher Islamic school. Your Excellency, with this we have commissioned 90 schools. This is the first time His Royal Highness has graced us with his presence 90 kilometers from Maiduguri. This must be and indeed a blessed school. I congratulate the people of Gubbio. Our sincere appreciation goes to the local government administration under the distinguished leadership of Honorable Mali Bulama Mali Gubbio for his strong commitment to education. Your Excellency, Gubbio is one of the education-friendly local governments in northern Borno, and is one local government we are proud of. But I will also call on the chairman to ensure more enrollment so that these facilities will be fully occupied and put into optimal use for learners. Your Excellency, let me also acknowledge and specially thank distinguished Senator M.T. Monguno for his laudable scholarship initiatives that has empowered many less privileged individuals across this region for undergraduate and postgraduate opportunities. Indeed, this is a remarkable feat, distinguished Senator. Similarly, I want to commend my own member of the House of Representatives for Kagama Gumeri Gubbio, Honorable Usman Zana, for constituency projects based in education interventions, particularly in Magumeri and Gubbio. Our appreciation also goes to the Honorable Member of Gubbio constituency, Honorable Gubo Moroma, for consistently monitoring schools and advocacy on improvement of learning outcomes. This is one honorable member that is concerned about students' performance, teachers' attendance, Your Excellency. He's very passionate, and we wish to thank him most especially for this effort. We also wish to thank my colleague, Honorable Mustafa Gubbio, who has continuously supported our activities in this local government. I was to also acknowledge the commissioning team under the leadership of Dr. Abba Malagantumari for their dedication and meticulous planning, which ensured the success of today's event. Your Excellency, I also want to acknowledge and thank Lieutenant Colonel Zaka, the CEO of the battalion here. If you look at our schools, they are situated in a military zone, but we have never had issues, and the military have always been very supportive of schooling in this particular local government. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I wish to thank the entire education sector family in Borno State for strong synergy and cooperation demonstrated in pursuit of our shared goal of transforming education delivery across the state. This includes the State Universal Basic Education Board, the Senior Secondary Education Board, Borno State Arabic and Sangaya Board, Borno State Scholarship Board, the State Agency for Mass Education, Borno State Library Board, Borno State Education Trust Fund, Forum of Education Secretaries, Association of Nigerian Conference of Principals of Secondary School and COPS, and the Nigerian Union of Teachers Borno State Chapter, and indeed the leadership of all our tertiary institutions in the state.
In the course of the official visit in Gubbio, the governor commissioned projects of the Gubbio local government chairman. The projects include Gubbio Oil Mills, Zulum Ultra-Modern Clinic, and Mustafa Gubbio Shopping Complex. During the trip, he announced allowance increments for medical doctors and nurses working under the State Hospital Management Board. Zulum made the announcement on Tuesday while briefing newsmen after an inspection tour of key projects in the northern part of the state. Speaking to newsmen, he noted that the increase is to boost efficiency in the health sector. At the government secondary school GSS Gubbio, Zulum directed the immediate provision of necessary facilities for all laboratories and library. The governor concluded with tour assessments of government school in Gubbio, 2 general hospitals, and ongoing housing project in Gubbio and Magumeri local councils. The Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, has called on the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral E.D. Abbas, to ensure that Boko Haram and members of the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, are cleared off from the islands and shores of the Lake Chad waters for lasting peace to be restored in the region. Speaking when the CNS paid him a courtesy call at the government house, Governor Babagana Zulum said the presence of the terrorists at the shores of Lake Chad has been one of the major challenges. Zulum said the crisis and the fall of the Sahel, which includes Libya, Mali, and other parts of the region, have compounded the problems the region faces. He assured the Nigerian military and the Navy in particular that his administration will continue supporting and cooperating to end the insurgency.
The presence of terrorists in the shores of the Lake Chad is one of our biggest challenges in Borno State. The Tumbus have been except have heaven to the terrorists for a long time. And it was unfortunate that there was never a time military operations have been conducted in the shores of the Lake Chad. Unless, if and only if, military operations is being carried out in the Tumbus, Borno State and other parts of Nigeria will never have peace. Because of the location of the shores of the Lake Chad in the Sahel, close to Libya, close to Algeria, Chad, and other countries that are for proliferation of arms and ammunition into Nigeria were normally done through the shores of the Lake Chad. And we cannot defeat the insurgents without the support of the naval base. Some few months ago, we were in Baga for the launching of the clearance of the waterways. In fulfillment of my promise through the then Chief of Naval Staff in 2019 or 2020 that Borno State Government will procure swarm buggies in order to aid or facilitate the clearance exercise. Ideally, we were told that we should get swarm buggies from the naval headquarters, but we waited for about 3 years or 4 years, but to no avail. So we felt security is everybody's business, and that was why we decided to buy swarm buggies. We have 5 swarm buggies. 3 was procured by the government of Borno State, and then 2 were procured by the Northeast Development Commission through our own facilitation. From beginning to that, substantial progress has been made. And one of the requests from the government of Chad is for us to clear the waterways so that transportation of goods will begin from Baga to Chad. That will increase the revenue generation, increase the GDP of Nigeria, and then strengthen the relationship between Chad and Nigeria. That was why we decided to swing into action, and then so far so good. A milestone has been achieved. But we still need your cooperation to ensure that the clearance exercise is completed. We believe it should not stop there, because the UN 2017 security resolution has clearly stated that military operations are to be followed by stabilization mechanisms. As we clear the waterways, we need presence of Nigerians on the shores. Right now, it's only Nigeria that has no any single village standing inside the water. Cameroon, Republic of Chad have villages on the waterways. That has been a dirty slap on our face for a very long period. And therefore, I want to bring to your kind notice and to appeal to you again so that we should join forces with a view to completing the clearance exercise, and then with the support of the amphibious command and your command, then we believe we check over the waterways and then operations begin in earnest. This is very key, because now 7 kilometers has been cleared. If nothing is being done in the next few days or few months, Again, the water hyacinth glows the successes that have been recorded for a very long period. We have spent, we have invested in this area. And honestly speaking, once operations are conducted in the shores of the Lake Chad, believe me sincerely, the security situation in the Middle East, in the Northwest, and other parts of Nigeria, not only Northeast, will be reduced to the barest minimum.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, assured that the Nigerian Navy would deny the terrorists access to the Lake Chad waters and would end the insurgency as well as restore economic activities in the area.
See, I'm just coming back from Baga and I've seen things there, and I want to use this opportunity also to plead with you with some pledges that were made. Particularly, I think of critical importance, the road leading to the base is a very critical structure that we need to have in place to further assist us in carrying out our operations. And again, with your support, the base is better poised to tackle the terrorists that come around the place, and by that I mean the gracious donation of swamp boogies that you gave the base that have been put to judicious use. I've seen the waterway has been cleared almost 7 kilometers and they are continuing that. So I want to applaud you for that, Your Excellency.
It is hoped that the visit will further strengthen naval operations and enhance security across the Lake Chad region.
And that's a wrap on this week's edition of Rising Borno. See you again next week for another interesting edition. I am Dorcas Yakubuzala. Goodbye.